It was 11:47 p.m. when Daniel left his friend's farmhouse. The fog was already crawling over the long stretch of Willow Creek Highway like a living creature. His phone had only 8% battery left, and the GPS had begun to lag. Within minutes, the fog turned impossibly dense. Daniel couldn't see more than a few feet ahead. The world outside the windshield became a white, glowing blur, as if someone had wrapped the car in cotton. As he slowed down near an abandoned gas station, a faint silhouette appeared. A woman standing in the middle of the road, barefoot, wearing a torn white dress. Her head was tilted unnaturally, as if listening to something behind her. Daniel slammed the brakes and blinked. The woman vanished, not faded. Vanished instantly, like switching off a light. His breathing grew heavy as he tried to drive again. Then he heard it, a whisper right behind his ear. "You shouldn't be here." Daniel spun around. Nobody was in the back seat. Condensation formed inside the windshield, slowly. A handprint appeared, then another, then dozens of them, pressing from the inside. Daniel tried to follow the marked road, but suddenly the lines on the highway disappeared. GPS froze. The road he always took home wasn't there anymore. It was replaced by a narrow dirt trail disappearing into dense fog. Something massive moved across the trail, tall, long limbs, walking on all fours like a deformed animal. Its bones cracked loudly as it crawled deeper into the fog. Daniel stopped to check his tires when a thick, dark smear appeared across the driver's window. Not mud. Something darker. A small child's handprint dragged across it, leaving claw marks. The air vibrated with a low hum. Then screams erupted from the fog. Men, women, children, hundreds of overlapping voices all screaming, yet he saw no one. He saw her again, the barefoot woman, but now she was inches from his windshield, staring straight at him with completely white eyes, her jaw unhinged and stretched downward until it nearly touched her chest. Daniel hit the accelerator blindly. For several minutes he drove through nothing but fog, until suddenly the highway reappeared. The fog broke. His phone came back to life. He reached home shaking uncontrollably. Later, police told him, Willow Creek Highway was closed last night. No vehicles were allowed due to a fatal crash at 8 p.m. Daniel crossed that closed road alone. But something else was there with him in the fog. Story 2. Voices in the Fog Forest. 4 cousins, Emily, Jack, Louis, and Nora, went camping in a forest known for unexpected fog patches. Locals warned them never to wander after dark. Around midnight, a bell rang from deep within the trees, not a normal bell. It sounded old, cracked, and metallic. The fog rolled in unnaturally fast, forming spirals. Emily swore it looked like the fog was following them. They packed to return to the tent when Louis froze. A child laughed right next to him. But the fog was empty. A small figure appeared. A boy around 7 years old. Skin gray, eyes black, clothes from the 1950s. He held a cracked lantern. New life. The child pointed deeper into the forest. Fog pulled behind him like a cloak. He whispered, "Come with me. I'm not supposed to be alone." Nora panicked and ran. The fog swallowed her instantly. Her screams echoed but sounded far away, like underwater. Jack realized the footsteps behind them didn't belong to any of them. Slow, heavy, as if someone huge was walking barefoot. They found a clearing. Dozens of lanterns hung from trees, all of them swinging, though no wind blew. Inside the circle of lanterns were shadows, human shapes, staring, but the fog hid their faces. The boy reappeared, but his face rippled like melting wax. His mouth stretched into a long, jagged smile. The lantern in his hand flickered with screams. They ran toward the sound of water. Fog burned away near the riverbank. They jumped across, and suddenly the forest behind them was clear. No lanterns, no child, no fog. Nora reappeared hours later walking from the forest, but she didn't speak. She still doesn't. Story 3. The Fog Outside My Window. Megan returned home at 2:15 a.m. after her hospital shift. Her street was unusually quiet. covered in thick fog. As she parked, she noticed a tall figure in the fog, unmoving, facing her window directly. While making tea, she heard a tap on her living room window. She saw nothing but swirling fog outside. Her apartment stairway echoed with slow footsteps, but no one lived above her. Footsteps stopped right outside her door. The doorknob rotated, slowly, deliberately. Megan grabbed a knife and held her breath. She opened the door slightly. A thick wall of fog was inside the hallway, as if the building had disappeared. He stood inside the hallway now, 7 feet tall, arms too long, head tilted, no face, just smooth skin. He didn't speak, but a voice echoed inside her apartment. "Let me in." She ran down the fire escape and into the fog-filled street. The tall figure was suddenly everywhere, at the corner, behind a car, in the alley, always watching. When the sun rose, the fog cleared. Police found footprints outside her window, but they weren't human. Long, three-toed, claw-like shapes. That night, Megan moved out forever. Story 4. The bus that came from the fog. Ryan missed the last bus home. Fog rolled across the empty station as he waited alone. A bus emerged from the fog, lights flickering, doors opening automatically, but the driver's seat was empty. The seats were dusty, old, worn out. He felt as if no one had ridden this bus for decades. Something punched his ticket, but he saw no conductor. Slowly, fog-filled shapes formed in the seats. People, but transparent, faces blurred. A woman whispered to him, "You shouldn't be here. This bus doesn't stop for the living." The bus left the city and followed a road Ryan had never seen, a road disappearing into endless fog. Dark, human-like forms ran alongside the bus, their hands slapped against the windows desperately, trying to get in. The passengers looked at Ryan now, their mouths twisted open, their eyes clouded, like corpses waking up. A shadow filled the driver's seat, shapeless, silent, driving faster and faster. The woman from the back yelled, "Jump, now!" Ryan leaped off the moving bus, rolling onto the fog-covered road. When he looked back, the bus was gone, not crashed, not turned, gone, like it was never there. Police said no bus had passed that intersection for hours.